Welcome, everybody. My name is Ben Gromicko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And this is a free online informal coaching session for home inspectors. We call it Coffee with Ben. I got my coffee cup. You can get a coffee. This is a webinar through InterNACHI webinars, and that's at nachi.org/webinars, nachi.org/webinars. You can see right behind me the URL, and they're free, live, open to everyone. You don't have to be a member of InterNACHI. You don't have to be a home inspector. You can be a contractor or a real estate agent or just someone interested in what we talk about on these coaching sessions. So I love talking to home inspectors, hanging out with them. I just had lunch with, I must have been a dozen or so folks, inspectors, local inspectors. We had lunch together and just hung out and talked about business and marketing and how things are going. And my area is pretty strong with chapters, and there are home inspector chapters, InterNACHI chapters all over the world, and they're at nachi.org/chapters. And each chapter is run by InterNACHI members, inspectors. And you can join a chapter and see what it's all about. And they're a lot of fun. Some have presentations. You can learn a lot from that presentation, or you can learn a lot from your peers and colleagues who are in the same business, who have the same mind as you. So check out nachi.org/chapters. I mean, as you can tell, our Texas state, it's like a country of chapters. There's a ton of them. So check it out, nachi.org/chapters. And that's one of the resources that InterNACHI has: webinars, coaching sessions like this. Free and online coaching session. I think coaching sessions should be free and online. Mentoring. We have a mentoring program. You can go to nachi.org/mentoring, and we have a mentoring program, and you can become a mentor, or you can find a mentor in your area. And that's a free service that InterNACHI provides as well. So there's a few topics I wanted to go over, but this is your opportunity to ask questions, and let's see if we can get some answers to those questions. This is that kind of time, informal, but I have a few ideas, so we can talk about those ideas, but feel free to interrupt me and ask anything you want. I'm going to be looking to my side here while we go, looking for any questions that pop up or any chats that pop up. So feel free. What I wanted to talk to you about is, well, one, how do you reach out to me? Ben@internachi.org is my email. Ben@internachi.org is my email. But we're also all on our contact page. So if you go to nachi.org, any nachi.org page, and go to contact, more, go to more. Let's see, let me turn my fancy thing on so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so go to more, and then you go to contact us, and we're all there. You can get some quick help from other inspectors. If you're on a roof and you see something strange and you just need to talk to an inspector immediately, we have an online Houston, we have a problem message board where you go online and you post a picture of what you're looking at, and you want some quick response from an inspector who's online, you'll be able to get that. That's a really great service. Again, it's free membership benefit from being a member of InterNACHI if you're not a member already. And then if you scroll down, you can see all of staff that essentially work for you. There are 30 people at InterNACHI who work for you. So that means that, like, you can ask me a question and I'm going to try to do my best to help you. Imagine hiring 30 people to help you every day on your inspection business. It's a great resource. For example, the InterNACHI marketing team is there. Here they are, right there. There's a marketing director. Her name is Jessica, and she can help you with your business. You should reach out to the marketing team and ask them the following question: what can the InterNACHI Inspector Marketing Department do for my business? And let them help you. Let them answer that question. That is a resource that is available to you. You're paying it. If you're a paying member of InterNACHI, you are paying these good folks to help you succeed. You should take advantage of that. Okay. So again, my email is ben@internachi.org. Feel free to email me. I think I reply to every email. Some things are delayed a little bit, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Here's the URL, nachi.org/webinars. If you wanted to register for the next webinar, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Oh, let's go to it's anynachi.org page. Get to grow your business. Click that. Scroll down to webinars and videos. And the next webinar we have is we have a vendor. We have some vendors and we have some inspectors, and they're going to talk about Raven. So you can take a look at that. And then we have some business and marketing tips for new inspectors on March. And then we have some other webinars coming up. And we have video recordings as well. So take a look at that. That's another resource that you have available to you. The other thing I wanted to do was show you the most recent thing that I was working on with other inspectors and electricians, and that was the updated information about how to inspect an electrical panel board. I'm really excited about this. So you go to our nachi.org page, go to Get Started, and scroll down to Education. This is our education page where all of our free online courses are available to InterNACHI members. And you type in electrical. And the electrical courses pop up in the filter. And you go to How to Perform Residential Electrical Inspections course. And you open that up. And the graphics of this course are really cool. We've been updating them. And so you have really nice illustrations explaining maybe some complex topics that I was weak on. As a home inspector, I was a home inspector in Pennsylvania for a dozen years and ran a successful business. But man, electrical was my weakness. It really was. I wish I had this resource when I was a home inspector. Even though I was doing 200, 300 home inspections every year, I was weak in this one area. So I want to make sure that InterNACHI provides resources to strengthen your weaknesses. And this electrical course is really cool. I like these illustrations. I love these illustrations. Shows the underground service and the overhead service. And let's see, it explains what grounding and bonding is and all of the components. So you have a system, right? And then we break it down into components and we identify each component. That's essentially what home inspectors do. You know, we have a system like an electrical panel board and we break it down into correct terminology, definitions. Like this is a cabinet, this is the panel board actually. And then we have illustrations that really break down the components. Now, you're not required to remove the dead front cover. I did. You are permitted to exceed the standards of practice. Standards of practice is an absolute minimum that you have to meet. But if you remove the dead front cover, safety first, be safe. But when you look in, do you know what you're looking at? Can you identify it properly? Can you communicate what you're observing correctly to your clients? How do you write it in your inspection reports? So within this course, this free online course about inspecting the electrical systems and components in the entire house, we have this as an example here of the components of the panel board. And it's a really good service. I mean, it's a really good article. I love it. Really great. If you haven't seen it already, or if you've gone through the electrical course before, take a look at it again. It's been updated. This is a new illustration where we get the system of the panel board, right? And we break it down into the components. And we explain each component. Each component is explained to you. So now when you look at the electrical panel board, you know what you're looking at. You have total confidence. When you lack confidence, when I lacked knowledge, I didn't have the skills and abilities that I needed to do a really great inspection. So what you want to do is utilize InterNACHI's resources and really beef up and train, always be learning, learn something new, always be learning to make your service better. If you provide roof inspections, man, keep learning about roof systems. Okay, there's a checklist in here as well. So if you go to right there, here's a panel board inspection checklist. It's like 40 things to check inside the panel board. You can follow this word by word, or really, I recommend just using this as a foundational blueprint to build your own inspection checklist, because every inspector, each inspector is different in his or her process about what she or he inspects and which way and what step to take next. But this will give you a really good idea. This inspection checklist is also, I use checklists to put in my software. I still do inspections. I don't have clients. I just do training videos, but I'll grab a checklist and I'll put it in my software that's on my mobile device so that I can carry around this checklist. And I become really smart, it looks like, right? Because I know exactly what to inspect. Seems like I know everything. I don't. I have it in my hand. That's my little cheat sheet. Makes me look really professional and competent and thorough. I'm inspecting every little detail because I don't have to remember everything. I mean, there are 10,000, 20,000 parts in a home, and they're all interconnected, and one part can affect other parts. How are we supposed to, home inspectors, remember all that stuff? We don't have to. I mean, you can, but man, it's really nice to have a checklist. So we have a panel board inspection checklist available within the How to Perform Residential Electrical Inspections course, a free online course. And you grab that checklist, make it your own, and upload it into your software and carry it around so that you can do a great inspection, and also helps reduce mistakes, reduces your liability. So checklists are fantastic. And we have a ton of checklists available. We have checklists for inspecting appliances, septic systems, roofs in particular. We even have one for a refrigerator. If you want a checklist for a refrigerator, we've got that. Okay, before I go into business and marketing tips, let's take a look at some of the comments maybe. Ryan says, I'm a brand new inspector in the industry, just became a member. Can you just give a 30,000-foot overview of the steps I need to take to get licensed? Yeah. So Ryan, let's see, where are you from, Ryan? Where are you from? Let's see if I can, without you answering that, I'm going to log in to my InterNACHI dashboard as my wife. My wife is a home inspector. It's a family affair. So she's a certified professional inspector. She's a CPI, InterNACHI certified professional inspector. She logs into her dashboard and she wants to know about licensing in her state. Okay. So she'll scroll down and she'll click licensing. Okay. In your dashboard. So Ryan, this is what you do. Indiana. Okay. So let's go to Indiana. So she's going to scroll down and she's going to click Indiana, the button for Indiana. And on this page, we have the resources that you need to get certified and or licensed and other state-specific inspector information. So in Indiana, we are a provider for a pre-licensing course. And we're also a CE provider as well. And here's the step-by-step to take Ryan to become an Indiana licensed home inspector. Okay. So complete an IPLA approved pre-licensing training course. I would just take this. It's a state approved free online pre-licensing course. Wait, like what? Yeah, it's a state approved pre-licensing course and it's online, which means learn at your pace from anywhere on any device, have some coffee, put your feet up, and take the pre-licensing course that's provided by the state. Well, how much does it cost? Free to InterNACHI members. So if you're not an InterNACHI member and you're trying to figure out how to start, man, there are some resources that InterNACHI provides, right? Ryan, there's a few more other things that you're going to have to do. And if you don't know how to do them, like from this state page, what I'm going to do is refer you to our contact page again. So go to NACHI.org page, go to more and contact us, scroll down, and there's an education team. There's a team of people who are going to help you with your education, and here they are. Kayla is in charge. She's our education team manager, and she has a team of people who are dedicated to help you with your education. So I showed you the first step to get a license. Everybody, you can do the same thing. Log into your dashboard, go to licensing, and find your local state or country and take it from there. And if you can't figure out all that stuff, or if you're not really like a computer person, you want to talk to somebody by email or by phone, you have an entire team of people to help you. And that's a membership benefit. Paul says, I love the idea of electrical course update. Will you be doing the same for other subjects? I've just passed most of the courses. Paul, we are a college. Good question. Good question. We are a college where it's like, I don't know. I went to the University of Pittsburgh. That's a college. We have the same accreditation as them. Harvard, Pitt, Penn State, Yale, NC State. I don't know. Pick your college. We have a college accreditation. It's really incredible because it's a tuition-free college online just for home inspectors. So if you wanted to take a course on home inspections, don't take an unregulated school course that doesn't care about you and they're in the business for a profit. Take a tuition-free online course from an accredited college, accredited by a national accrediting agency recognized by the U.S. Department of Education. Said that a few times. That's at internachi.edu. It's the only home inspector college around. And then we have a home inspector certificate program. It's a training and certification program. And at the end, you get a logo and designation and a certificate. It's a college certificate. So because of that, we're required by law, unlike unregulated schools, we're required by law to review and update our courses. And that's what we do. Every year, we go through every course and we identify if something needs to be updated. We also live all the time, 24/7. We are constantly updating any errors. So if a student finds a grammatical error, we have an editor-in-chief. That's part of the education team and marketing team. She'll go in and she'll fix things. If there's an accuracy, something like technically wrong, it goes to home inspectors. We have a team of inspectors who review, make those edits, and I'm part of that team as well. So those courses are always being reviewed and updated to make sure it's accurate. And also, not a lot of people know this, but all of InterNACHI's courses are based upon building code. It isn't like we get Bob to write a course and his ideas are part of this course. Nope. The topics, the systems, the components, the inspection processes, all that stuff is based upon code. And we use the International Residential Code. And every 3 years, code gets updated. And so do all of our courses. And that electrical course was updated. Okay, great question. Paul says, I'm looking to do pool inspections in Wisconsin. Where can I find out what I need to do to become a certified pool inspector? Okay, I know what to do. So I'm going to take you to our nachi.org page. I'm going to take you to, let's see, how about, I'm going to take you to, I want to get you to with the fewest amount of clicks. NACHI.org, go to any NACHI.org page, go to get started, go to certification, get started certification. And then there's a link here to our certification programs. We'll go there. We have more than 60 different types of inspector certifications, training and certification programs, and they're all coming from our college, our accredited college, and they're all free and online. And there's a pool training and certification program. So you can scroll down to the pool, or what I do is, because there's so many of them, I do Command F and I do pool. So here it is, Certified Pool and Spa Inspector. And here's 3 steps. You have to join InterNACHI as a member. You have to complete the Inspect Pools and Spas course. You also have to abide by continuing education, because when you become certified, any certification body will require that professional to maintain their certification or license. So if you're in a licensed state, for example, and you have I'm a Florida licensed home inspector. I have a license from Florida as a home inspector. I have to renew my license, maintain my license by taking CE. Same thing with InterNACHI. And that's it. So inside this course, this is a fantastic course. I love this course because of the illustrations of all the pool components. So let's see. Yeah. So like if you wanted to know how this whole thing works with the bubbly spa. So we go through the basics of water flow. Here goes the water through the filter, through the pool, through the heater, through the skin, running back and returns, right? We also just give you some math, some basic math if you wanted to figure out volume and parts per million and all that stuff. We give you the basics, but also there's a pool and spa standards of practice. So we have a standards of practice on how to inspect a pool and spa. And I would go through this, and the illustrations are great to figure out, like, because you can't see everything, but if you knew how the pool was built, maybe you could, and then you see a crack, right, in the coping or a crack in the tile, then you can fit, or maybe like this is a retaining wall and you see water leaking out, then you know that there might be other components that are in play. You don't have to know everything. Home inspectors are not responsible for things that are underground, for example, but yeah, you should have the basics. So we have that, Paul. So I don't know. I don't think the state regulates pool inspectors. You may want to look that up, but if you want to get really good training and certification from the Home Inspector College, InterNACHI has that for you. Hope that answers your question. Hey, Mario. Good morning. Anthony says, how is home sales market in 2024? Right. There are many resources. There are national stats, obviously, and there are local stats. The local stats are really, they could be challenging to find. Again, I would leverage the information provided by your friendly competitors who are available at your local chapter, or reach out to a mentor using our mentoring program and talk to people who are in the same market or nearby markets or zip codes or service areas, and talk about the local, because no matter where in the country or in the world you're talking about, there are very successful home inspectors. There are very successful InterNACHI inspectors all over the place. No matter where you're at, it seems like there's always a lot of people in the lead. So you need to find those experts and be friends with them, right? Meet them at the local events, meet them for coffee, reach out to them. If they're in the lead, you want to ride with them and learn from them. If you're in a slow market, there are things that you can do. And I taught a recent webinar about that. And there are 18 things that you can do when the market is slow. Let me just take you there, okay? We're not going to go over those things, but I want you to have that resource. Great question. So find other inspectors who are around you, who are successful or in the same boat, have some lunch with them, some coffee with them, and then go to our webinars page. So NACHI.org, click grow your business, scroll down to webinars and videos. You get to our webinar page, and then you, in the search field, you type in slow. And here it is. What should a home inspector do when the market is slow? Or my friend Brad over here did, the market's slow, but you shouldn't be. So there are two really good resources. I'd watch mine first. What should a home inspector do when the market is slow? And we talk about 15 things. I actually beefed it up to 18 live while the webinar was going on. I thought of a couple more things, right? Watch this video. Let's see how long it is. Okay, it's less than an hour. Okay, so here's the thing about investing in investing some time and learning something that can help your business. And that's one of the ways that wealthy folks make a lot of money. There's only a few things. There's a handful of things that if you want to be wealthy, rich, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to make a lot of cash in this business, one of them is to invest in your own business. You should have a business. Unless you want to work for someone else, then you can get a good paying job working as a home inspector for another company. That's great. That's a great thing you're going to do. But if you wanted to run your own business, then you have to have this task in mind. It's a requirement, and all wealthy folks do it. They invest in their own business. They also invest in other people's businesses, right? But they invest in their own. And one of the ways you can invest, one of the best ways you can invest in your own business, especially when you're starting off, is your time. Learn something that's really going to improve the way you do your business. Learn a new process, procedure, new inspection checklist, a new resource that you can go to in order to learn something that you can just fold right back into your business, right? A simple example would be take some of your revenue and invest in a specialized tool like an infrared camera. This helps you do a better job, allows you to see things that you wouldn't normally be able to see without it, allows you to see things that other home inspectors can't see. That means you're bringing more value to your clients. If you bring more value to your clients, then you can raise your fee. So by investing in a thing that you can hold in your hand, you can actually result in increasing gross revenue. So that's investing in your own business. But if you don't want to do that with an infrared camera, you can at least invest some time. And so here's a 50-minute video about what a home inspector should do when the market is slow. I would go back to the webinar page and search for any topic that you want to learn about, right? We just had a great inspection about electric vehicle charging at home. It's a complex system, but if you bump up, you know, we're getting more and more electric vehicles. And if you see something in the garage, by the garage door, a plug or a breaker that's identified in a strange way, or maybe there's a plug on the outside by the street or by the driveway, like, what is this for? It's for plugging in your car. Now, how are you going to inspect that? Maybe you can just disclaim it. Just disclaim it until you figure out, invest some time in learning something new that will in turn provide more value to your clients, which will result in you being able to raise your fees and make more money. Okay. So that's one of the things that you can do when the market is slow. Learn something new. That's one of the 18 that I go over. Boy, I don't know how this often happens. I start to talk about things and I forget what the original question was, but hopefully I answered it. Fred asks, any advice on getting getting new build inspections as a new inspector, new build, like new construction, like their phase inspections, or it's a brand new home inspection. I love inspecting new construction. The builder just finished it and it's up for sale. No one's lived in it, right? Maybe they're still like painting and touching up some things, and it's like really new, and the grass isn't even rolled out yet, you know. That's new construction. That's what I'm thinking you're saying. How do you get into it? Hmm. That's a tough one. I would reach out to Philip Dancer in Maryland. Boy, if I could find him, Inspector, he's like one of the best that I know at this. Philip, can I find you? There he is. Okay, so it's Philip Dancer. He's in Maryland, and his company is dancerandco.com, dancerandco.com. And this is what he does. This is, he's fantastic at this. I don't know if he does this primarily, but he is a fantastic inspector, InterNACHI certified inspector, and he does new construction. He does phase inspections. He does investment properties, things that are being built, things that are just built. And I would reach out to him. He also did, if we go back to our webinar page under Grow Your Business, he did a webinar for us. And if we type in Dancer, there he is. And his topic was how to excel at sales through self-reflection. So he's giving some coaching advice about, having the strength to go out and get those inspection leads from new networking strategies, right? You want to network with real estate agents or builders or other organizations and entities that can provide that kind of revenue stream, new construction inspections. So there you go. Awesome. Good questions, y'all. Okay. Ron says, no, not endorsing, but wondering what infrared can you recommend to someone new? Oh, I don't care. I love infrared. I'd go to inspectoroutlet.com, inspectoroutlet.com. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. Can you see that name? Inspectoroutlet.com. My nephew runs this company. It's a great shop for home inspectors who want an infrared camera, and they give, there it is, infrared cameras, and they give discounts to InterNACHI members. Okay. And they have all sorts of infrared cameras. I mean, look at this. This is really, you can go crazy, right? You can go crazy with very expensive infrared cameras, or you can go pretty affordable. I like this one, the FLIR one. I'm a FLIR person. So here's a handy one. I like this. This is a FLIR C5. I had a C2, then a C3, and there's a C5 infrared camera, FLIR. Whoops, let's get the name right. Can you see that name? Maybe not. How about this one? There you go. So that's how you spell it. FLIR infrared. This is a E5. I think this is an older one, but yeah, I love it. And there's some debate about whether that's exceeding the standards of practice. A flashlight is exceeding the standards of practice. The word flashlight does not appear in the standards of practice. So if you're using a flashlight, and I know you are, then you're exceeding the standards of practice. So don't worry about using tools. And infrared, boy, it's very helpful. It helps you do a better inspection, but it's also a marketing thing. Like way back when infrared was new, we would market that we do infrared. We carry infrared cameras, and we just include it in every inspection. And that distinguished us from all the rest. So maybe in your service area, what you want to do is spy on your competition. You go to nachi.org, and you click the link to find an inspector near you, and you type in your zip code. I don't know. I just typed something here, and that's not German. That's how about Redwood City, California? And let's spy on Chuck in the Bay Area Realty. Let's see if he has a website. No. So I'm not going to hire Chuck. How about Zach? No, no website yet. But you got to get websites. Okay, let's see if this person here, what are we, Darius? If Darius has infrared, then I would love to see that, like right here, to distinguish himself from all the rest. If you have something special, something unique, something that provides value to your clients, you ought to use that in your marketing. So if you have 20 years experience as a contractor, you ought to tell people that in your marketing. If you provide InterNACHI's home maintenance book as a value add to your service, you ought to promote that on your website. Tell people that you give them that home maintenance book after your inspection. If you use infrared, right, you invest in infrared, add value, increase your fees, then you should tell people that you use infrared. Don't hide it, right? So this is a nice website. Oh, speaking of which, yep, this website was built by Inspector Website Builder down there. Inspector Website Builder is InterNACHI's official vendor for home inspector websites. So there's this company. It's run by someone in my family. It's a family affair. So you'll get really good service. And if you're in need of an affordable custom website with SEO and analytics and all that good stuff, consider Inspector Website Builder and get a website like Darius has here. Really good. Let's see. Question. See, I forgot what the question was. Oh, well, let's see. Infrared. Say you don't finish within a year of being an inspector, passing all my certifications, still finish where I started off. Yeah. So with InterNACHI, we're an online college, online school, and we'll remember every course that you took, every exam. And if you need to leave or pause your membership or your certification process, you can get right back into it. You can jump right back in and start where you left off. Yep. Robert asked, do those things, infrared things, connect to your phone or camera? Have you seen or tried? Yeah, I have tried all of them. Some plug into the bottom of your phone. I don't like that because it gets in the way of my cover. I like the ones that are independent and you Bluetooth the photos so that they just appear on your camera. All right. Let's go to nachi.org page, get started, training and education, and type in the most important word on this page, business. And what pops up is the InterNACHI free online home inspection business and marketing course. Everybody who's in business as a home inspector needs to take this course. It's a college course, but it's free and online. You don't have to go through every page of it. You can just jump around and take whatever information you need at the moment, right? It's all free and available to you, always unlimited access, right? So you go in, find the information you need, and come back out. And what I suggested, my favorite chapter in this course is chapter 11. And we talk about pricing your services and the difference between like profit, profitability, and profit margin. And the story about Pablo Picasso providing someone incredible value and charging for it, right? You don't charge for your hours. If it takes you 2 hours to do a mold test, you don't charge based upon the hours. You charge based upon the value. That's why when we talk about an infrared camera, it isn't that you're charging because you get the total amount of the infrared camera and divide by 12 months or something like that, right? You're charging based upon the value. In business, there's a general rule that you have to keep in mind, especially when you're thinking about your marketing strategies. If the perceived value is greater than the cost, then it's a good decision. If the perceived value is greater than the cost, then it's a good decision. So if I go to a restaurant tonight with my wife and we get some cheeseburgers, what I'm going to do probably is visit their website first because I want to see what's up, right? I don't like to be surprised. So I'm going to see, it's like seeing a trailer to a movie, right? I'm going to watch the trailer. So I'm going to go to, same thing with the home inspector website. I want to go to that website, like Darius's website. And I'm going to check it out, see if he has infrared, see what the prices are, see what value he's communicating to me. So I'm going to go to that burger restaurant and I'm going to look at the burger on the website. I better see pictures of the burger. In fact, if you're a home inspector and you have a website, I better see pictures of you. Don't show me houses. Don't show me pictures of expensive houses that you have never inspected, that your clients can't afford. It's so silly. I'm visiting your inspector website to see an inspector. I want to hire the inspector. You better show me an inspector. If I'm visiting a burger restaurant's website, I better see a burger. I don't want to see an expensive house, right? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to see if if my perception of that value bowl, if that burger looks valuable to me, delicious to me, and if it's overwhelmingly valuable, if it's overwhelmingly delicious, then I'm going to go deep in my pocket and I'm going to pay for those burgers tonight with my wife. If the perceived value is greater than the cost, then it's a good decision for that consumer. So what you need to do all the time, whenever you're communicating or posting on social media or sending an email or having the InterNACHI marketing team design your business card or a brochure, or having inspector website builder build your website, you have to communicate value. You always have to be communicating value. And the person, the home inspector, he or she who communicates the most value in relation to the cost wins. So some inspectors, like I know Jim Crum, Colorado Best Inspections, right? He does, I think his base inspection is $650. That's where he starts. That's his base inspection, $650, because the perceived value of hiring him is so overwhelmingly great. People are willing to spend $650 for a home inspection. It starts at that. That's where you want to be. And that's what you always have to keep in mind. That's one of the keys to success. If the perceived value is greater than the cost, then it's a good decision. It's always about value. Okay. And then you have, some things that help you price your fee. You have to be able to calculate a profitable inspection fee. If you can't calculate a profitable inspection fee, how much are you going to charge for this home inspection? How much are you going to charge for the radon test? Is it going to be profitable? Are you going to get enough money to pay yourself, cover the business costs, go on vacation, pay the bills, have a little extra profit margin, right? If you don't know how to calculate that, it's all about math. It isn't about what your friendly competitor is charging. It isn't about what Darius is charging on his website. It's about what you need. And it's all about math. And we help you in this home inspection business and marketing course to figure out, to calculate profitable inspection fees. This is a great course. I love this course. And then there's a lot on branding and marketing. Let's see. There's some exercises here, right? So if I asked you this question, could you answer it right now? Why should I hire you instead of anybody else? I mean, really, why should I hire you? Because you are licensed by the state? So there's 1,000 other inspectors. Because you write inspection reports? Well, we all do that. Well, I follow the standards of practice. Well, yeah, we all do that. I take pictures. We all do that. So what makes you different from all the rest? What is the unique value proposition? What are you proposing to me? What value are you proposing that's special, unique, We call it unique value proposition. What is your unique value proposition? Why are you the best burger in town? That's a really good exercise, and it helps you get your marketing just right. Okay. Home inspection business and marketing course. It's a fantastic course. Go through it. It's open to everybody. If you're not a member of InterNACHI within the course, you can click a link to join InterNACHI. The quickest way to schedule an inspection today. So we did these, my email webinars, electrical panel board inspection checklist, the home inspection business and marketing course. We went over that. Here's the quickest way to schedule an inspection today. Let's log in. Let's get rid of some of these tabs. Yeah. Let's log in as Alicia. I'm going to show you how Alicia can have somebody call her today and schedule an inspection. First, you have to be certified by InterNACHI. So she is. If you go to her certification dashboard, she passed the online exam. She passed the standards of practice course. She passed the code of ethics course, and she submitted 4 inspection reports, pretend inspection reports. That gets you certified. Now you update your profile. So you scroll down in your dashboard to profile and settings, and you update your profile. What are you going to update your profile with? The contact information of your potential clients. So your phone number, your email, here's your email address, and then your company name, and then your website. You got to put that website in there. If you don't have a website, go to Google and Google, let's see, let me blow this up a little bit. Inspector Website Builder. And it pops up, Inspector Website Builder. Okay. And that's InterNACHI's official vendor for Inspector website designs. Once you get a website, put it in your profile. Is that it? No. Are you going to get a phone call? Not necessarily because of that. You need to do listings. So bottom left corner, do listings. Now you want to list yourself on the internet with your zip codes that you serve. So your service area, you add, some zip codes, right? So you add that, and then you can show this, or you can hide it. Let's go back. So Alicia here can show this publicly in search results. When we search for a home inspector in a certain zip code, Alicia is going to pop up, or she can temporarily hide this from listing. If you're getting overwhelmed by phone calls, you can just get off on the internet. Whoa, that's too fast. But if you wanted to see if you can get a phone call today, I'd show publicly in search results. Get certified, update your profile, add listings, show publicly. I would do that right now just to see. And then, we can go to inspectorseek.com, and just search by a zip code. I don't know. Oh, that's Singapore. I need something else. How about 9466? That is California. So there's Robin Wheeler, and potential customers can use this form to reach out to Robin Wheeler or visit their website. This is why you need to update your profile with your website. InterNACHI is collecting all these people on the internet looking for a home inspector, right? In that certain zip code that are listed publicly, and we're sending them to your website. Is that it? Are you going to get a job? Nope. Your website better be designed to convert website visitors into clients. So if you get a website design company and they make really nice fancy websites with really expensive homes in the header, that's no good. What you want to do is you need a website design company that designs your website to convert website visitors into clients. And you do that by making sure that they understand how to communicate overwhelming value that you propose that's different from all the rest, that's really overwhelming in comparison to the cost. So that's why we like to put prices on our websites, because that's the part of the calculation that everyone goes through. How much is that burger? It looks really great, but it's a $50 burger. No, thanks. So let's go to the website. This is a lot of fun. Boom. This is fantastic. Look at that. I can't read that. And this is a fantastic picture, but you know what? I'm trying to hire a home inspector, you know, trying to hire a home inspector. I'm not, maybe I don't have the money to buy this kind of house, or maybe this is the home inspector's house, right? So I don't know. Careful, right? You want to give people what they're looking for immediately. Maybe remember Darius's website? It was Darius right there, checking electrical panel. This one isn't that, right? It looks really nice, but what are you communicating? That you have something nice. Oh, that's nice. Do you live here? Yeah, maybe that's why you charge so much, right? You want to you don't want anybody confused. So the brutal fact of a home inspection website design is that you got to get them converted by showing them overwhelming value that they perceived is overwhelming in relation to the cost, and have them schedule an inspection. So I love the schedule now button, but yeah, I don't like, I don't know where this is. I guess everybody knows that this home inspector is in the mountain areas. Okay. Not sure if you need to remind people that you're in the mountain areas. They probably know. So I love critiquing websites, as you can tell. Let's do one more. Russell. Well, someone give me a zip code. I don't want to pick on these guys. How about a zip code? Does somebody? Oh, Robert, 2028304, Fayetteville, North Carolina. John Frudenberg, CMI, Silk Inspections. Let's check him out. Let's spy on Silk. I like that logo. I can see that InterNACHI's marketing team designed that logo. Silk Inspections. Boom. Well, it's a house. Okay. But there's value here. I mean, there's two things I love. One is I'd rather see an inspector, right? I'd rather see John here. Is this where John lives? Maybe this is John's house. That's nice, John. But here's the value. That we'll buy your home back guarantee from InterNACHI. That's fantastic. That slams you right in the face. There's some kind of guarantee that comes with this. And John has a ton of very happy Google reviewed clients. John's clients use Google reviews, and they just, nowadays you can get on top of a rooftop and yell out how wonderful you are, but that doesn't compete at all with the recommendations from a total stranger. So Google reviews are really important. You can talk about yourself a lot, but man, Google reviews, that's the king right now. You got to get Google reviews, and your website design company can help you with that. There's a lot up here. Boy, I wish it was more concise. And this is too small. Call or text. It's really nice. People love to text. So I would say, text me here. Click InterNACHI has a call me now button you can put there. Schedule a home inspection. That's nice. Yeah, I like it. Oh, InterNACHI's. Yeah, I like that. All of InterNACHI's certification logos. Remember that page we were at? Commercial property inspections. I like that. This is a really nice website. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Quickest way to schedule. We did email, webinars, electrical panel board, home inspection, business and marketing. Quickest way to schedule an inspection. 5 steps. We're going to do two more. 5 steps to success. Let's go to nachi.org. I'm just going to type it. nachi.org/everything. nachi.org/everything. Or if we go to InterNACHI page, nachi.org, get started, and then you scroll down to become a home inspector. So nachi.org page, get started, become a home inspector. There's 15 steps to become a successful home inspector. And the first 5 steps, if you complete them, you're now at a point where you can start making money as a home inspector. That's why I like those 5 steps. There's a lot more that you could do, but really, essentially, you want to make sure that you're doing this. Even if you've been in business for a while, review these steps. You want to join InterNACHI? I think I've made it pretty clear why you should be a member of InterNACHI, because of the resources that InterNACHI provides, right? Step 2, you get trained. We looked at a couple courses, get certified. We went through the certification process through Alicia's dashboard. We talked about licensing. Remember, we talked about licensing in Indiana, I think it was, and getting experience. Well, just start doing inspections. Get those checklists. Get in a checklist for the bathroom inspection. Get a checklist for the gas furnace inspection, and inspect your bathroom, your kitchen, your refrigerator, your furnace, your roof, and practice inspecting. We talked about tools and software. Inspector Outlet has tools and software like the infrared camera. It's a good way to reinvest in your company. That's what wealthy folks do. Calculate profitable inspection fees. That's from the home inspection business course. We talked about that course, and that's chapter 11, I believe. Get a domain, logo, website, and free job leads. You get this free job leads by updating your profile. We talked about putting your website, URL, website address in your profile, phone number, email, name, company name, and then adding a listing, and then clicking go live in public and see what happens. So I would go, again, these 5 steps are at nachi.org. You go to get started, and you scroll down to become a home inspector, and those 5 steps, review them. These are the general steps, but each one, like step 4 here, or let's go to step 5. Step 5, if you click step 5, it jumps you down the page, and there's a lot more to do in step 5. Okay. All right. I want to talk about the last thing is about getting a new custom website. And I want you to, oh, we already did that. We already went to Google, right? You type in Inspector Website Builder. Inspector Website Builder, that's InterNACHI's official vendor for Inspector website designs. If you have a website now, just make sure you're not paying any management fees. There's no such thing as a management fee that's of value. Once you build a home inspector website, unless you're changing it every week with a lot of information being changed every week, updating information every week, then yeah, then you need somebody to manage that thing. I don't know what you're doing. Can't pinpoint, can't focus on your services. You're always changing your service fees or something. Usually a home inspection company, they build a website and it lasts for years. It just runs, and it's designed to convert website visitors into clients. And you have to think of your website as a cheap employee, about $30 a month. Don't spend any more than $50 a month, $30, $40 a month, just to keep that hosted and running, right? With features like live chat features and analytics and SEO. And that's the total cost. So if you're spending more than that, if you spent thousands of dollars on a website, well, just watch your overhead, right? And if you're new and you want a affordable custom website, this is at $299. We negotiated with Inspector Website Builder to bring down the price of a website design down to $299, and I think it's $27 a month, and that's it. It's a one-time design fee and a low monthly fee, and they know how to create and look at their Google reviews. So that's what I recommend. That's the last thing I wanted to. That was the last topic I had in my head for today, and it's been about an hour. I think we scheduled about an hour, right? Don't want to take up more of your time. Let's go to nachi.org/webinars. So did a little coffee talk. Go to nachi.org/webinars for the next one. Oh, let's get rid of this. There we go. nachi.org/webinars for the next webinar. They're free, live, open to everybody. We get to talk to each other, interact, answer questions, and have some fun in an informal way. I love coaching sessions that are free. You really shouldn't pay for this type of information. That's InterNACHI's kind of mission. We want to give resources to our membership at free or low cost so that they're overwhelmed with valuable information so that they can become successful. And what InterNACHI does is we help home inspectors succeed. So if you're not a member of InterNACHI, consider joining the family. And if you are a member of InterNACHI and you need help, we're all here for you. Our focus is to help you become successful. Anything you need, just reach out to us. My name is Ben Gromicko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. It's been a lot of fun with this coffee talk. Thanks for having coffee with me. And stay safe and healthy, everybody. And I'll see you on the next webinar. Bye now.